Hi everyone, and welcome to your middle of May pick a card reading. My name is JEMMSTONE and I will be doing your reading for you. Today we are going to be looking at what the middle of May is looking like for you and maybe what's to come. I understand that tarot can tell you the future. I'm more concerned or more focused on the resonance. So what you're going to do is pick one of these four cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to use your intuition to choose the cards. We're going to stay away from picking one because it looks better than the other, although they're all identical. I understand that the light is probably hitting them in different ways. So we're going to avoid using how they look to choose the card, and we're going to specifically move from the space of resonance. How do you feel about it? Then what you're going to do is pick that card, go down into the description box below, and click the timestamp that correlates with the number of the card, and then watch your reading, all right? Again, this is all about resonance. If you're looking for future telling, this is not the video, although it can definitely do that. We're going off of resonance, and resonance is harmony within. It feels like yes, it feels right, all right? I'm going to give you some time to pick your card. All right, so I'll see you in your video. Hi, card 1, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what the middle of May has in store for you. All right, so we have the Princess of Wands, which is equivalent to the Page of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Emperor. And we have the Two of Wands again. Yes. All right. This is a crystal oracle deck, and the crystal that we have is garnet. This is 18, and it comes down to 9. If you add 1 plus 8, we get 9. Our neighbors are doing something outside, so if you keep hearing weird bangs, it's some outdoor work that's taking place. The weather is nicer, so people are able to do more things outside with less interference with being cold. Anyway, so we have garnet. The theme of garnet is commitment here, and we have the sacral and heart chakras being the centers that are feeling this theme the most. Let's put that here. We have sacral chakra. This is 2, number 2. And then we have, oh geez, chiastolite. This is 11, breaking down as well to a 2, and it says past loved ones is the theme, and the chakra center that is feeling that theme is the root chakra. And then here we have confusion. This correlates with the crown chakra. The gray or silver outlining is what identifies that within this deck. This is the neutral. It's in the realm of neutrality now, if you're familiar with this deck. If not, what's important to know is that it's the crown chakra and it's in the realm of spirituality. So I'm going to place that right in the middle here, just for aesthetic purposes. Why not? Let's begin. When I was shuffling and receiving your cards, I had this ache. Is that what I want to call it? I was very aware of the pit of my stomach. And I thought, is this the solar plexus? Is this like solar plexus or sacral energy? I'm not really sure. But when this came out, all this fire energy came out. And then when this card came out with the sacral, as I said, it's heart and sacral or sacral, however you say it. I was like, okay, this is making a lot of sense. Decisions, choosing, trust, letting go of control. This feels like the realm. What I'm getting from you or the person that you're connecting with, because I recognize that this could go either way. And I'm not dead set on, this is a message for you. At times it feels specific to a person, but whatever. This is for you or the person that you're connecting with. A person that you are significantly connected to. Strongly is the word I'm looking for, strongly connected to. They are, or you are, And now I'm getting this they energy. This is a person that you're connecting to, maybe. They, because I never have the need to express that this could be a they in the way that I'm doing it right now. So this definitely could be someone that you're connected to. Anyway, this person, whether it's you or them, have historically avoided making decisions. And now you find yourself in a place where you have to make a decision. The Emperor. You have to lay down the law. You have to create the law. You have to enact the law. You are the law. And here with the Two of Wands, this is in reference to where you're going to direct your energy. And then here is the person that's directing the energy. So this is the person. This is the person. This also feels like the clearance, the opportunity to get the space to make decisions, because I feel that either you or this person has always left decision making to somebody else, and they have manipulated that situation. They make people believe that it's their decision, but it's really their decision, and they just make you say it. They manipulate the situation so that they never are to blame, which is interesting because that's a heavy energy here. Blame, pointing fingers. This person deflects, this person projects, this person is never at fault. They're the victim, they turn things around. But strategically, they are rarely in a position on the outside to look as if they are the decision maker or the problem starter or the one to blame, even though they, Machiavelli, why did that just come to mind? They strategically created the situations that they created. And yeah, they sit back and watch things unfold and act very aloof to the circumstance. What they're learning now is cause and effect. They are afraid of making decisions because they're afraid of the consequences of their actions. I don't know what happened in their childhood, but it feels like it stems from there. Seeing that they are a Page of Wands. This is the lowest of the court cards in terms of maturity. So they weren't given opportunities to make decisions often as a child, but when they did, it seems like they were reprimanded for the decisions in a way that they didn't like, and now avoided making decisions moving forward. They're learning how to make commitments. They're learning how to take responsibility for their actions, and it doesn't feel like a pleasant experience, but learning something new is rarely fully pleasant. So they're learning how to commit. They're learning how to commit by making a decision. Now this decision, again, it feels in the realm of directing their energy. But with the sacral chakra here, I'm feeling like intimacy, intimate connections, their ability to manifest and create. So this has, yes, everything to do with the direction of energy and how they choose to manifest it, what they want to create in this world. I'm going to read what it says here for the sacral chakra. It says the frequency of the sacral or sacral chakra, the orange flower of life, supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our lives. And that's what I'm feeling. This energy of creation. And of course, everything has a cause and effect, whether you want to call it a consequence or the result, whatever it is, there's always a result or there's an effect of the cause. And now this person is learning that. What I'm feeling in terms of blame is this blame goes back again to their childhood. I'm feeling the energy, although it says past loved ones, I'm feeling the energy of a divorce that took place. And this person or you found it very challenging to forgive the parent that you liked the least out of the two. And it's not to say that you don't like the parent. It's just, I feel this heavy sense of one parent being, you being like a daddy's girl or a daddy's boy or a mama's boy or a mama's girl. And because of that, the other parent got the brunt of your frustration in reference to these two splitting up. I also can feel it in the realm of a past loved one passing and blaming the world for it, not being able to forgive. And what is interesting as well is the energy that I'm getting from this person or you is that you or they believe that they are in control of everything while they give decisions to other people. Hear me out. There's this sense of ego, little spirituality, little interference of divine timing and divinity. So I can tell that this person struggles with who to trust in terms of, I don't feel this person is a very spiritual or religious person, and it's actually to their detriment. They don't believe in anything. And this is why making decisions is confusing, because they take on all the blame. They put a lot of pressure on themselves and therefore do the same to other people when other people make their decisions. So a lesson to be learned here, card 1, is humility for either yourself or the other. Now, if this is a situation where you're looking and witnessing someone else in this state, humility to you for recognizing that humility is missing from the circumstance. You existing in a humble state can move this person from an egocentric state to a humble state. And I did this because it's a spectrum. Instead of looking at things from a state of eliminating energy, let's say you're feeling sad, or this person, they're feeling very arrogant or arrogant. Instead of trying to remove the arrogance, what this person can do and what people in life would be better off doing is learning how to turn that arrogance into humility. You want to use that same energy and just slide it down the spectrum to a more desirable state instead of eliminating that and then creating something new, because science, physics tells us that energy cannot be created or destroyed. So the energy that we have present, we can transmute it, we can manipulate it and turn it into something else, we could transform it. So if you are in the presence of someone who you feel very connected to and they are displaying the characteristics of what I explained here, arrogance, you existing in a humble state can bring them towards you. Now, if this is you, and you are in this arrogant state because this is how you've been programmed from when you were a child, and it's really your way to protect yourself, and it's self-preservation. If that is the case, allowing yourself to be confused and not know the way and not know what decision to make will help you make the right decision. Will help you make the decision that's best for you. Whether it is something that doesn't feel, that feels scary, that doesn't feel entirely stable, but it feels right. I recognize that things that feel right don't always feel good. All right. So if this is you, recognizing that humility is an asset that you can have more of, this can give you some form of gentleness to deal with yourself as you recognize yourself and take accountability for everything that you've done this far. That accountability will create some space around you for you to allow divinity to help you, to guide you, to be there with you, to support you. And it can help you melt the casing around your heart that's made it so challenging to access. But ultimately, this involves trust. So back to that, just taking accountability, trusting that this is the way, this is how it's meant to be, will allow for all that you want and all that I've said to happen. It all comes down to trust. This is the end of your reading, card 1. If this resonated, please let us know down in the comments down below. I hope it did, for those that it did. If you like this video, please give it a like. Let me know if you like these pick a card readings. If you like this type of content, subscribe to the channel. Here we talk about tarot, we talk about astrology. I'm going to start talking more about spirituality and my experiences. Don't want to speak about my specific experiences. I want to speak about more generalized things, but through my experience, because I recognize the only way that I know things is by experiencing it. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you in another video. Toodles. Hi, group 2 or card 2, and welcome to your tarot reading. Let's see what May is looking like. So we have the Devil. And we have the 5 of Swords. My sister is on a Zoom call in the background, so you might hear her slightly. We have the 9 of Pentacles. And we have the 9 of Wands. Let's just take a look at this first. Two nines. Is it? It says 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Nope, it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is 9. We have 2 nines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And the rainbow. Okay, so the energy that I'm getting, and I swear I saw the root chakra here. Did I? Yeah, I did. With the smudging. We'll get to this. The energy that I'm getting is that your foundation is not stable. You don't have stability in the way that you want to have stability, or the way that you feel comfortable. You're uncomfortable. And all your thoughts are surrounding the idea of creating stability. And what's interesting is that this epiphany, this 9 of Wands energy here, it seems that it can only come when you come out of your mind. It's like it feels like divine interaction or divine intervention. What I'm getting right now from you. So let's take a step back. I recognize that these days I have to give myself time to feel and connect. What I'm feeling is that at this present time, you are stuck in your mind. And you have been a mental person, as in your mind. You've taken the opinions of others to the point of not knowing where your opinion of yourself, where the truth that you hold end, and where the opinions of others stop. They have become so intertwined that making decisions are challenging for you because you don't know what your truth is. And it leaves you toiling a lot in your mind. And it creates a codependent energy, honestly, with you and your environment, because you look to it to guide you to make a decision. Now, for some reason, you don't feel stable. And I feel it's because you're existing on one end of the spectrum in your mind and not so much in the root, if you will. Let's say that the center in the red space is your root chakra. I don't feel your root chakra is very stable. And I'm seeing red here, red here, red here, and red here. I don't feel it's very stable. I feel like you look to others to make you feel stable. And that's what's being tested right now. Or at least it feels like a test. Is it really a test? Who's to say? But it feels like a test because it's triggering you and it's a struggle at this particular time. How to feel stable. And I feel with the 9 of Pentacles, you think the answer is making money, and it's really not. The answer is building self-esteem and confidence within yourself. But that feels harder than making money. But you'll recognize that if you continue to chase the money, you'll realize that that's not the answer. And it will consistently just keep slipping away. It'll be just inches away from your fingertips and just unable to grab it. Recognizing why you rely so heavily on your environment, this codependent energy with the devil, why you rely so heavily on your environment to make decisions for you will teach you why you can make decisions for yourself. And by knowing why, you can do the opposite, which will help you get to the space that you want to get to. Make decisions for yourself. Think for yourself. It's mainly think for yourself. I also get the feeling that you say what other people said as if you said it, because you genuinely don't know anymore. Everything is just so intertwined. But with that, it's so interesting because while I'm feeling this energy, it feels as though you are, how am I going to explain this? It's like the energy. Okay, so hear me out. Okay, hear me out. It's the energy of a young wizard, the energy of a young spiritual being. You are aware of your spiritualness to some degree. You're aware of it. And this is why things are so lucid with you, where you don't know what begins and what. Pisces. Yeah, Pisces, Neptune energy. I feel that heavily. I feel that energy. I feel that energy heavily, where it's, you don't know what begins where and what ends where, but you just know that everything is connected. And this is why decision making maybe wasn't so much of a significant, it didn't feel so necessary for you, because you knew that everything was one. But understanding that through experience is, I guess, now what you're going through. Everything is one. The reason why you're not making the money that you want is because you're not confident in yourself, or you don't have the stability within yourself. As within, so without. So your answer here is to build your root chakra, build your sense of safety, build your sense of security within yourself. Feel safe within yourself. Feel safe to make decisions for yourself. Feel safe to think for yourself, speak for yourself. And then slowly but surely your outward experience, your three-dimensional experience, will start to mimic that within yourself. The reason why everything is so scattered outside of yourself is because that's what's happening inside of yourself. The energies that you may find helpful at this time, these are, this is a crystal oracle deck. We have tourmaline, and it resonates with the root chakra, and the theme is smudging, so protection. And then we have rose quartz, which resonates with the heart chakra, and the theme is love. On a bigger scale, we have remembrance. And remembrance says, the frequency of remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. Gracefully in and with and in. Again, it's just giving me that energy of Pisces. And I said Pisces, Neptune. I want to include Jupiter, because Jupiter was the original or traditional planet for Pisces. I feel that energy of abundance. I do. I feel that you're quite, you are expansive. And Jupiter moving into Pisces on the 13th of this month may pose to be a helpful time for you, a time of you getting these ideas. This is what this feels like. This feels like the idea of recognizing that you need to stabilize yourself by getting in tune with your root chakra, doing what you need to feel safe. I feel like that time will be significant for you. Here we have release, and this is the crown chakra. And this further leads to me knowing that you are a spiritual being. You are aware of your spiritualness. Let me say it that way. Release. This is the crown chakra. A crown chakra card with the silver or gray outline. And it takes us in the realm of spirituality. So you're holding on to things. And the things that you're holding on to are ideas and concepts and thoughts and opinions of those that are around you that you don't need to hold on to anymore. I feel the energy of you carrying a lot of baggage because you're scared to let go of things, because you're scared of not learning your lesson. And therefore, if you carry everything with you, then you can always sift through it, even though you never do. And it just leads to you carrying so much. Please let me know in the comments down below if this is making any sense, because it makes perfect sense to me, but let me know if this is resonating. I feel you carry a lot of baggage because you are afraid to let things go, because you're afraid that if you let it go, you'll let go of the lesson, when the lesson is something that happens within your spirit. So my advice to you, card 2, that advice here that I'm seeing through spirit, honestly, is build your root chakra. Do what you need to do to feel stable. And if what you need to do to feel stable has anything to do with making money, has anything to do with finding love, has anything to do with anything three-dimensional, that is not it. It has to happen from within you. So traveling within yourself, exploring within yourself to figure out what makes you feel stable feels like the quest that you're on right now. You've existed in a mental space for a long time, and it has created this imbalance within you, putting a lot of energy at the top, crown chakra area, in an imbalanced way, and taking away from the energy down below, which is now also imbalanced. This has, it's overactive. The crown is overactive. The root is underactive. That's why you're unstable. That's why things don't feel the way that you want to feel in terms of security, in terms of feeling grounded. Smudging. And how this feels is just go outside. Go outside, touch a tree. I mean it. Touch a tree. I'm seeing like tree bark in a way with this. Touch a tree. Touch a tree. I feel that will help, as well as Jupiter moving into Pisces on the 13th of May. If this resonated with you in any way, please let us know down in the description box below. If you like this reading, please give the video a like. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about, I was going to say astrology and tarot, and somehow the word that I was about to just say started with the S. Anyway, we talk about astrology. We talk about tarot, spirituality. Maybe that was the S word I was trying to say. Spirituality here. So if this is the type of content you want to see, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for stopping by, honestly. And I hope you were able to receive something from this message. Please take care of yourself. Toodles. Hi, card 3, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what May is looking like. So we have the 9 of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups. And we have the 9 of Swords. Just looking at this first with 997. I feel a sense of guilt. I feel a sense of guilt and anxiety. It's like the turning of a stomach because of something that was done, and it's like waiting for the ball to drop. I feel like you're holding in something, and this is why it's destroying you on the inside out. On the outside, I don't even feel like you look that nervous. But this is how it is at night when no one is around. And I feel this decision that was created, or this thing that has you turning and turning and turning within yourself, literally churning, let's use that term, like churning like curdled milk, was because of a decision that you chose off of a whim, and it was based off of fleeting feelings. It wasn't a decision that was very sound in comparison to your previous decisions. I apologize, that was my email. Because seeing here that we have the Swords and Swords, it's giving me this energy of you being a logical person and staying in your mind. But here, as you move into the more emotional space, you using your heart. First of all, this feels like a theme for this pick a card. You using your heart is not a familiar thing to you. It's not familiar. You don't know what to trust, so you just go with what feels the best. And what feels the best is not always right. And I feel like you're learning that lesson right now with the 9 of Swords, double confirmed here. With this sense of worry, and it feels like worry that someone's gonna find out. Why you can't tell, I guess only you will really know. Or maybe let's see if we can figure that out. So here we have perception. Let's read this first. Perception is 35. So this is 8. It breaks down to an 8. 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5. It says the frequency of perception supports our neutral curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and take a good, hard, deep look at it. And they got me. Because here with the 7 of Cups, I also wonder, this is giving me the energy of paranoia now as well. I wonder if what you perceive to be a threat is actually happening, or if it's in your mind. This is giving me the energy of dream states, like a fantastical energy that may or may not be in this reality. And it's making me wonder if what you're perceiving to be a threat, is something that's actually real in this dimension, if it's actually happening, or if this is like a worry that's been taken to the extreme where now it's so warped and delusional that seeing the reality in it is challenging for you, and you're therefore believing the falseness of it all, but seeing it as real. So now we have two different ways for this to be interpreted, because I'm feeling both of them. I'm feeling you holding on to a secret that's destroying you, or you trying to deal with something on your own, and what you're dealing with is taking you out of reality. And the reason why you're afraid to talk about it is because there's so much guilt. Regardless, there's a lot of guilt in your mind and heart at this particular time. And then look at that. We have grief. Grief. You did something. You feel you did something. And now you're dealing with the repercussions of that action. But then again, this brings me back to, is it real though? Because we have live in the present moment. Or what does it say? Live in the present. Heart chakra. Green. Heart. It's making me wonder, is it real? Is it real? And what's the euconite? Unconite? That's the stone. The theme is live in the present moment. And the center that this theme affects the most is the heart chakra. Now we have hematite. And the number for euconite is 24. That reduces to a 6. We have hematite. This is 19. It reduces to 1 or 10. And the theme is mental strength. And the root chakra is what or where that resonates the most. So the energy that I'm feeling is that either, so I'm speaking to two different types, two different people, or two different segments of this 3-card population. Population number 1, you made a decision that is eating you alive. And this decision was done off of fleeting feelings. It feels like cheating. Why do I always go there? It feels like that. Cheating in some way. This feels betrayal-y. It feels betrayal-y. It feels like betrayal. You did something completely for yourself. That's why it feels like betrayal. You didn't think about the other person or the other circumstance, the other side of this thing. You didn't consider that. You did what you wanted to do, and now has left you feeling awful and paralyzed and cold all the time. I'm feeling that energy of like, you just get that shiver of, oh my goodness, something bad is going to happen. And instead of discussing this with whomever or whatever that needs to know this information, or you feel you need to direct this truth to, you're holding it inside and you're imploding from the inside out. And it seems with the grief that the energy, like the decision that you made wasn't even in a sound mind. And I feel that maybe the person or whatever, whomever, it feels like a person that you have to communicate this to, would have some understanding for how you got to the decision making that you got to with the state that you were in a grief state, mourning something. Now there's this other segment. Okay, so let's continue. Let me finish that first. Okay, so in a grief state, living in the present moment is not something that you're doing. You're not connecting with your heart, and that's interfering with everything. Because I feel if you were to connect with your heart, you would be more compassionate to the situation, and you being more compassionate to the situation would lead to you being more compassionate towards yourself. So the guilt that you feel so heavily on your chest and in your mind and in your heart would subside, and you would be able to express how you're feeling or what took place to this other person with not so much blame on yourself. There'll be more understanding, and therefore the other person would exhibit that same thing, because we encounter mirrors. Everything that we encounter is a mirror of what we are. But the reason why you fear everything so much is because you're afraid, and now really and truly you're going to manifest that fear in the other person. I would say to that person, or to the segment of group 3 or card 3 that is resonating with this part, mental strength. Get it together. Get your mind together. And when I say that, I mean really ground yourself, ground your mind, root chakra, ground your mind, ground it in the truth, ground it in reality. Perception, let's read that again. It says the frequency of perception supports our natural curiosity, moving us beyond our comfort zone to find the edges of what we perceive as real and to take a good hard look at it. Be honest with yourself. And then when you communicate this truth to whomever, be honest with them. Don't beat around the bush. Be honest. It will make you feel a lot better, because that is the reason why you're upset. That's the reason why you're turning yourself inside out. I don't know what this was. Now to the other group. The other one. This one's a little heavier, because now it's giving me the energy of paranoia and just not existing in this reality. This feels diluted. And it feels like you're falling for an illusion. It feels as though, is it a dream? I'm not sure. It's giving me like psychosis vibes. I'm going to be really honest. And with the live in the present moment and mental strength, I'm feeling like maybe, maybe this person. So if this is resonating with you, maybe you are currently dealing with learning how to calm your mind, learning how to understand your mind. And you may have episodes where you come in and out of realities to some degree. And this is like ranging on a spectrum of severe to just very, very minor. Regardless though, where you go when you come out of reality is not a pleasant place. I'm getting the energy of the upside down and Stranger Things. It feels awful. And that is where you have chosen to stay. For some reason with the grief, there's this feeling as though you deserve it. And there's no one there to help you see what is really here with perception, like to take a good hard look at the truth, because you're containing all of these things within because of embarrassment, because of shame and guilt. So living in the present moment is just so far-fetched. I'm getting the sense of medication though. I don't know if this person is on medication. I don't know if you're on medication. I don't know if this is you or someone that you're connecting with, but someone is honestly on the fringes of falling apart right now. They're on the fringes of falling apart. They're losing track of reality, and it's getting to a place where it's uncomfortable for me to even feel. It's getting kind of scary. Their rope is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, but they're getting heavier. And I don't know if the rope can sustain the weight that's being tugged by the rope. So I would say ask for help if this is resonating with you. Ask for help. Ask someone that you love for help. Ask someone for help. This is going to be very challenging to do on your own. Ask for help, because help even coming towards you will give you a clear distinction of what's real and what's not. I feel like things are very warped right now. And this has a lot to do with your emotional state. So maybe something recently happened. Maybe you lost someone recently, or you lost something recently, maybe your job. But your sense of reality is up in the air. It's not grounded. And I empathize for you right now. Really, I do. I feel this in my head, in my mind. My head feels like it's like I feel like an astronaut without their helmet. Please ask for help. Please ask for help, okay? Oh, if this is resonating with you in any way, that just got really, really heavy on my heart. If this is resonating, oh, I could cry. If this is resonating with you in any way, please let us know down in the description box below for as much or as little as you're willing to share. If this is some kind of content that you like to consume, please subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, please give it a like. On this channel, we talk about tarot, we talk about astrology, we talk about spirituality. We talk about spirituality. Yeah, you can check in my one-on-one videos. I think I have 3 of them. Anyway, let us know down below how this is resonating, all right? In the previous video, Jupiter moving into Pisces would help. And I feel like this, honestly, could make this a little bit worse in terms of your mind expanding, your spirit expanding, things getting further out of reach and harder to distinguish. So please, 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 please ask for help. Please ask for help if you resonate with the second segment of card 3. All right, I'm going to let you go. Take care of yourself, please. Hi, card 4, and welcome to your reading. Let's see what May has in store. Let's get right into it. All right, so let's just start with the tarot first. We have the Ace of Cups. Let's get right into it. We have the King of Wands. We have the 7 of Swords. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. I did this backwards. Okay. All right, let's begin. So I'm already seeing a few things. What I'm seeing is that, so first, before I get into what I'm seeing, we have water, cups, we have fire, wands, we have swords, air, we have pentacles, earth. We have all the elements here. Your emotions and your drive and sense of purpose are being solidified, have been solidified. You know, I feel you know what you want to do. And what I feel with this is that there's been a break. You've had a break to get yourself together. We're always together or apart, whatever. But you've had a break in terms, you've been given this opportunity, or have taken an opportunity to get to know yourself a little bit more. And in turn, understanding your feelings and how that connects to your purpose was a result of that. Your break is coming to an end, or it's at an end. And now knowing how you want to go about it is your current challenge. So while you have a foundation of emotional support from yourself as well as a sense of purpose, enacting it is what now is the current challenge. Now I can see that you, with the 7 and 5, or the 5 and 7 of swords, I feel that before this break, you existed mainly in your mind. And I see that the contrast of you feeling emotionally together has your mind not together. So now learning how to balance your Rubik's Cube so that everything is all one suit is currently what's taking place. With the 7 of Wands and the 5 of Wands, specifically the 5, I feel that your mind is scattered, trying to figure out how you're going to, you're trying to do this all using logic in your mind. And that's not what's going to work out here. That's not how this is going to work. And then here with the 7 of Swords, there's a truth that is being hidden, or something that you're not expressing, or it's not being expressed to you. I don't feel the sight of a full picture here. So I think that there's this, I feel with these two energies specifically, that there's this sense to go, this urgency to move, but you don't have that clearance to do so. You do not have the clearance to do so. Patience is necessary here. You need some patience. You need some time. And it's interesting. Look what we have. We have faith. This is the third eye chakra, one of the third eye chakra stones in this deck. You have faith, and the deck looks like this. Faith. You need to believe, because now is not the time for you to go. Now is not the time for you to act. You don't have the full story. And you're not meant to right now. It's not even, yes, it does come off shady. It really does. We're seeing one eye of this fox, and foxes have a tendency to be kind of sneaky. So you're only aware of 6 swords, and 6 swords is a peacemaker. So maybe someone apologized to you and they're, looking as though things are resolved, and they're not. And I'm feeling this in the realm of work. I'm feeling this in the realm of work. And it seems like you took a break from work, or you took a break from action in this 3-dimensional world. So maybe this is work. This is you working for yourself. Regardless, it feels like work. So you took a break from work to get to know yourself, or that happened as a result of this break. It may not have been the actual reason, but that's what happened. And now things appear to be okay, but they do not feel okay. They don't feel okay. And that feeling is something that you can feel, but you have no proof of why. So you're almost ready to discredit that feeling. And this is why there's like, what should I do? What should I do? The decision's not meant to be made right now. Let it pan out. Let things unfold. Let's see what we have here. We have Okanite, past life patterns, all chakras. And then we have calmness, all chakras. So I'm getting the sense of patience again, all chakras. This is like all, so although it is all chakras, these are white stones or clear stones. It's giving me higher vibrational energy. This is calcite, high vibrational energy. In the realm of the crown chakras, even though it says all. Patience is necessary. Faith is necessary. Trust is necessary. Trust with whatever you believe in. Here we have Gia, 28. I didn't say the numbers. So 30 for Okanite. And I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And then calmness. 8 for calmness or calcite. And now Gia, 28. It says the frequency of Gia reminds us that we are infinity connected to one another. Infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. So I'm feeling with this and this together that faith is necessary. You can't do this on your own. And that this is live life. You can't live life on your own. As within, so without. You are the within, so without. You need to trust the without. You need to trust what is outside of you. And right now, what's outside of you is that feeling that doesn't feel right, even though it looks like it's fine. This person is appearing, or this circumstance is appearing to be all good, and it's just not feeling right. Yeah, it's because there's something being hidden from you, and it's deliberate. It's malicious. This is malicious. The scattered mind feeling that you have right now, this energy is as a result of what you can feel but can't see, and you're really ready to discredit yourself after time and energy was put into understanding yourself, whether it was consciously, purposely done or not. You have a good foundation with yourself, and you're ready to throw it all away because you are not sure, you have no proof of your feeling. Give it some time. Give it some time. Give it some time. I get a planner with this energy, even though, yes, fire energy is movement and movement now. Masculine energy is right now. I'm getting this planning energy. Just know what you want to do. Have the plan written out. Write out your map. Don't take action yet. The time for action will be very obvious. It will be very obvious. And it's going to be after things become clear. Something is fishy. Something is not right, and you can feel it. That feels so cryptic, but I don't know what else to say there. So I'm going to leave it there instead of trying to pull things out of my butt. This was your reading card 4. If this resonates with you in any way, please let us know down in the comments down below. If you like this video, please give this video a like. And if you like this type of content, please subscribe to the channel. We talk about tarot, astrology, spirituality here. Join our community if you'd like. All right? I'll talk to you in another video. Please take care of yourself. Until we meet again. Toodles.